items you're going to need for this fall tree. This was purchased at the dollar store, and I just ripped the greenery, the succulent plastic things they had out of it. Not bad for 50 cents on clearance. These metal type leaves, you're just going to be using the golds and the browns and rose gold colors, and I have the link for those in the description. Your standard browns, I'm using like a matte type bead, and just different color browns, golds. You can use any color that you want really for your fall tree. 24 gauge cold wire and 24 gauge copper wire. Your Gorilla Glue, wire cutters, flat nose pliers, and if you have them, these silicone covered pliers, and a few rubber bands to hold your tree down. Let's get started. You're going to cut your gold wire and your copper wire, 24 gauge, 20 inches long, and 20 strands each color. So you'll need 40 strands altogether. You can mix and match what you choose to put your beads on and your leaves on. So we're gonna start off with the beads first. You're going to need 15 on each strand. And this bead spinner is also in the description with the purchase link. I just use this because I find it so much easier. 5, 5, and 2 more. Okay. Meet your wire at the end. Gather them there in the middle. Push aside 5 on this side and 5 on that side, leaving the 5 in the middle. And twist. Put it at the index finger, get a nice even twist going on. You're going to twist that about maybe 5, 6 times. Let your beads fall. Gather them right there. Get your wire. We're going to push these aside and hold those up. Get your wire and pinch that right about there. That looks about the right length. You want the wire to touch where you ended the first one. And twist. Spread that apart and twist that about 3 times. Make that 4 because we want this on this side. Okay, the longest wire, that's the side you want that on. Pinch that right there and twist. Any questions or comments, always feel free to contact me at the email address in the corner. Put the index finger right there and twist. We're going to twist this 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you have a stem. You're going to do 20 of those. Now, for the leaves, I'm going to grab a gold one, gold piece of wire. These also come with silver, but we're not going to put silver in this tray. We're going to pick out 3 different color ones. We'll use those 3 there. You're going to use 3%. You can use more if you like, but you'll need to add more length to your wire. Put 1, 2, and 3. Get off the ring, thank you. Okay, meet your wire there. Let those fall. Now these, believe it or not, are a little trickier to do. Grab your first one, and we're going to twist that, I think about 5 times. When you're twisting these, you have to kind of let them hang down. Otherwise, it gets a little weird. You'll know what I mean. Because you want to be able to leave this little hoop there so that it dangles. You don't want to twist it too tight. Yeah, about 5, 6 times. Then we're going to let this one drop. Put them right about there. Bend your wire. And twist that. You literally have to grab the leaf itself. And that looks pretty good. Okay. Get your index finger, middle, twist that about 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Twist that about 4 times. Bend that wire there, and then you're going to twist that. It's going to be very beautiful when it's finished. I know, a lot of work, but it's worth it. And that looks pretty good. Everybody's dangling. Put your index finger there and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 should do it right there. And that's what that should look like. Okay. And you're going to do 20 of those. 20 of the beads, 20 of the leaves, and then we'll put them together to make our branches when we're finished. Now you have all of your stems done. So what we're going to do, you have 10 of each. 10 with the beads and 10 stems with the leaves. You're going to divide them in sets of 2, and you should have 10 sets because there's 20 stems. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the leaf stems. 2 on each one. And then we're going to start making our branches. So go ahead and pause your video and separate them. 2 beads and 2 stems per branch. Now you have that done. Let's go ahead and put these together. You're going to take each stem and separate the wire. Okay, and tangled already. This is going to be difficult to work with a little bit, but we'll get her. Okay, make sure that they're all right there in between your finger. You're going to gently grab it right there at the base, pull up and twist. Now it's time to put our tree together. So I did 3 branches, twisted this part right here 7 times each. The next ones I did 9 times, and the last 4 I twisted probably 10, 12 times, because I wanted the bottom branches to go out a little bit more. So if you have them all at 7, you can go ahead and take a few out and just twist that branch a couple more times to make it a little bit longer. You can pause the video to do that. First, we're going to take the shorter stem, or the shorter branch, I should say, and you're going to get all 3 of those together. Just like that. Grab right there at the base and twist. 2. We're not going to have much of a root system because we're putting it on this dollar store bonsai pot that had the fake flowers in there, and I just kind of cut them out. And we're going to put some greenery around it. So we're going to have a nice trunk, but not much root because it'll be covered. Back to twisting this. 3 times I twisted. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Twist 3 of them together 6 times. Then you're going to grab the next ones, separate, add one here, add one right behind it, and then another one in the front. Now this is going to get a little hard on your fingers. If you don't have the silicone covered flat pliers, you can go ahead and use regular flat pliers. But I would wrap a piece of cloth or even just a little small piece paper towel a couple times and twist it that way. You don't want to ruin your wire or get it scratched up. And the link is going to be in the description for you to purchase these. So you have them all together, and you're going to gently pull up. And like I said, if your fingers start to hurt, use these, and also use craft gloves or just regular cloth gloves. 1, 2, and you can just keep these separated on the bottom so that it doesn't get all tangled, because it will. 3, if you have separation in some of your wire, like right there, go ahead and tighten it up. That one's going to go on that side, just like that. You don't want to have that separation there. So it's okay to go ahead and twist it a little bit more to tighten it. And that one seems like it wants to be on that side, so that's where you'll stay. Okay. Next, just twist that one more time nice and tight. And now you're going to add the last ones. And what I think we're going to do is put this down. We're going to join these two together. Twist it a couple more times because I need them long. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we're going to twist those together. 3, 4, 5. Twist them together 5 times. And the very last two, we'll do the same thing. 1, 2. Join that together and twist 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Now I'm going to put it onto the tray. This is going to be really cute. Okay. 1 in the back. And 1 in the front. And time to twist. Okay, grab right at the stem. Hold it very tight and twist. It's not going to be easy. 2, 3. Go down with your finger. Give it a little rest if you need to. Okay. Alrighty. You're not going to have much there for roots. If you do want to make a really nice root system, you'll have to just make the wire longer. Instead of 20 inches, I would do 26 inches. All right. That feels nice and heavy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the tree to our dollar store bonsai pot. And what I'm going to do is just separate these out and get my Gorilla Glue ready and my rubber bands. Any old rubber bands will do. That'll fit around that just to hold it down. And the Gorilla Clear Grip Glue dries a lot faster than the competitive one that I was using. And there's really not much odor to it. I really like that glue. Okay. And then, let me see here. I want it to fit just like that. So we're going to cut off the excess ends. Because that's just a little too much right there. So we're going to cut that off. And then we're just going to twist those up a little bit, just to give it a little bit of stability. yeah, it's going to be a beautiful tree. I like the colors that are going to be in it. And hopefully I won't have too hard of a time separating these babies. First one I've ever made like this. So don't be too intimidated, because I already was. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. But I think it looks pretty good so far. Just go ahead and twist up these in little sections. And if there's a couple wires shorter than the other, just go ahead and work them in there. Just snip those little extra wire tips off so you don't pinch yourself. Okay, now time to attach it. And we're going to let this dry completely for at least 6 to 12 hours because I need this solid on there. This is a very heavy tree and I don't want it to tip over on the pot or whatever you've decided to put yours on. So we're going to just spread these out. Like that little tip there, it's got to come off. And you can shape it a little bit if you needed to. You may have to adjust these to go down a little bit more because you don't want to point it up because the glue's going to go on there. Now, don't worry about the rubber band getting stuck on the glue because one, it's not going to show, and two, it's very simple to get it off. This glue is very flexible and it's quite simple to take it off of anything, really. But it does hold, that's for sure. Beautiful. Let's stay in. And we're going to do one more this way. As you can see, I need to go to the store and get some more rubber bands. I'm using every color of the rainbow here because I'm running low on everything right now. And we'll be done. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now, let's go ahead and get our glue on, and we'll let it sit and dry overnight. You want to make sure that you get plenty right here at the base of the tray. All right, we have our glue dry. So we're going to just snip this off, and I've decided to add a little bit of the fake grass on the bottom. This will also be in the description to purchase because I think it's going to look really nice. And like I said, if a couple of the rubber bands stick, don't worry about it. They're going to get covered up anyway. So just pull those off. And I gotta put that on my list of to get things because I'm out of rubber bands. And as you can see, she's stuck on there. Good. Gotta love that Gorilla Glue. fact, I love it so much, I'm going to use more. You can also use a glue gun, but mine has just decided to take a crap, so, and I don't have time to look for the other one. So what we're going to do is just kind of smoosh this around. Just take your glue and put it right around the bottom. Then we're going to take this and spread it apart a little bit. Just take this grass, this fake moss. It's got like brown underneath of it, which is good because it'll look like it's fall. And you're going to just kind of wedge it around. Oh yeah. And I'm going to get some of this yellow and put that over here. Perfect. Yep, I like it. The leaves that we used here, you're going to take your wire cutter. I already did it on a couple of them, so. And you see that little ring there? That you obviously needed to hang on the tree. Well, you don't need it to lay on the grass to make it look like the leaves were falling. So you're just going to grab it right there at the very edge. And you're not going to snip. You're just going to hold it firm like that. And just kind of give it a little wiggle. And it comes right off. Alrighty. So I'm just going to place 5 around there. You just put a little dab of glue on a leaf and lay it directly under the tray. Not too many. You want to do overkill. Just a few. Let's do this. Alrighty. You're going to take your stems and you're going to go ahead and separate them because they were pretty twisted. And it's going to be a little tangled in some spots, so gently untangle it. Okay, you're going to put those out like that. And then these other 2 bottoms right there. Glue gets all over the place. And we're going to start separating. Grab your needle nose pliers because we're going to have to probably shape these up a little. And there's your branches right there. So we're going to spread those apart. And do it very carefully because you don't want to force it and possibly break some of your stems because that would not be good. Come on, which way did you go? Wow. Okay. You were under there. Okay. Yeah, you're going to really need to take your time with this one. But trust me, I think it's going to be worth it. And also, go ahead and shape up these long branches. Like so. Bend them up a little bit because you don't want them sticking straight out. You just go ahead and shape it any way that you like. And it's going to take you some time. And if you need to walk away from it now and then, by all means do so. God knows I have. Just give them little curves and twists here and there. And you're just going to continue to manipulate those. All right, and we're going to continue shaping. You had them all bunched up here. And we did the bottom ones. We're going to push those down a little bit. And then we're going to get the 3 from the side. You should have 6 left. These 3, and then you're going to have 3 on the top. So we're going to leave those alone. And we're going to continue on with these 3. And you're going to want to place them strategically in between these 2 and these 2, and then those 2. So everything's kind of even Stevens. Hope everybody's making out okay. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave them. And my email address to contact me is right there at the corner of the screen. I answer everyone as quickly as possible. You usually will not have to wait longer than a day. And if you need to talk to me personally, that's also not impossible. But we can discuss that through the emails, because it's not easy to do these trees sometimes when you're just starting out. And I, for one, can appreciate that, and I have no problem helping anybody that needs it. So if you're new at doing this tree, so am I. I've never done it. I thought it'd be really cool to learn together. And those of you that don't have patience, don't throw your tree, just walk away. Because you'll figure it out. Or start another tree like I do and have 20 of them sitting on the side. Yes, I do that. All right, now I'm starting to kind of like this. Let's do the top, and we're done. Yeah, I do like this tree. Okay. Now, let me see. So we're going to put you over that away, not too far. And then you're going to go, I hope everybody can see this, and that way, and then you're in the middle. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's just try this.